for it. We're waiting for it. There we are. There we are. Red lights on, green lights on. We know what that means. It is blessed, wonderful, beautiful, sleepless Saturday afternoon. Little chilly, little crispy. But we wouldn't have it any other way in the great OHIO in the land, baby. Pull up a chair, episode 96. As always, got to pull up a chair, exercise my demons about everything that I saw unfold in the simulation over the last week since the last episode. Thank you guys, everybody who tuned in and subscribed since Pull Up a Chair episode 95 as well. But to get right into it, cheers to good brother Doomer. Big pros, big cheers. One of the official judges for the battle later tonight. Bruno Mars versus Justin Bieber and Sleep episode 231. But this is Pull Up a Chair episode 96. So how about if I get right into it, shall we? Because I know we are excited for the battle, which is coming up at the top of the hour here coming up. We'll be in the hour countdown, but like I said, I wanted to pull up a chair, chat about a few things that I took note of over the week, one of which being, of course, we might as well start with it, but did have a great week. We'll dive into it. Super Bowl went different since the last time we spoke. My prediction aged like fucking organic almond milk, but overall, though, been a great week. I watched Den of Thieves 2. I ended up buying that. Watched that twice now. Highly recommend checking that out. Thought Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. smoked that. In the wrestling world, I saw Ricky Starks did some Attitude Era level jump and went from AEW to NXT within the span of a day. He went from AEW to debuting on NXT back on Tuesday. So I thought that was a major kind of like, wow. Attitude Era is still showing some of its colors here today, even in the new Triple H Paul Levesque era. But thought Raw was great. Thought SmackDown was great. We saw Charlotte challenge Tiffy, which I did predict that was going to be who she challenged. So I did hit that one on the head. Triple H sent the text. But got to talk about the Super Bowl, though. That's one of the main things I feel like you got to really talk about. So we'll start with that. Well, like I said, my prediction that I made last week, the 38-34, or the 28-24. Chiefs had nothing at the half, and the Eagles had 24. Did not see the refs doing that plot twist. I'll tell you that right now. I thought that was a major plot twist that they pulled. Definitely flipped the script right on it. I mean, right off the rip, they put the camera on Taylor Swift, and she got booed like Dominic Mysterio. She got booed out of the fucking building. She damn near got booed out of Louisiana. She did that, even the meme of like what's going on? But she was definitely devastated to see the outcome of that game. Definitely didn't go the way I thought it would. Shout out to the Eagles, though. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Great performance from y'all. Y'all absolutely cooked the Chiefs. Nick Sirianni wasn't kidding when he said he took extra notes. But yeah, man, those refs, I think they were the real movie to watch in that game. Because when they threw that first flag on A.J. Brown for the OPI, I feel like that's when it was like, oh, boy, here we go. Then the next drive, those refs said, hold on there, dude. We carried the Chiefs all the way to the Super Bowl just so we could watch them get embarrassed and picked apart by the beaks of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why I have a theory that the refs might be Niners fans. They might be Niners fans. They saw that Super Bowl went last year and went, okay, all right. Gave them every single W that they possibly could, got them the first round bye, got them into the Super Bowl, and then said, y'all are on your own. Get punched in the mouth. And man, those Eagles gave them an Anderson Silva back kick to the jaw, knocked their freaking teeth out. That was absolutely insane. Definitely didn't see the game going that way. I don't think anybody did. I know Vegas was glad it went the way it did. They made a shitload of money off of it, 50 off of me. I'm ashamed of myself. But you can't also talk about the Super Bowl without talking about what I feel like was the most talked about thing regarding the Super Bowl, besides the Chiefs slopping and Taylor getting booed. I thought that was, I'm going to go on record right now and say it. I've been waiting all week to say it. I think Kendrick Lamar and Prince got the two best halftime shows in NFL history. Boom. I think it was absolutely perfected to perfection. I didn't think a beat was missed. A step was off. I thought Serena Williams doing the crip walk, getting more yards than the Chiefs' total offense in the first half was amazing. I thought bringing her out there was great. Nice little touch to it. I thought my birthday twin playing Uncle Sam was a great touch to it. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, all right, let's go. I thought the set list was great, even though I did predict it wrong. I know there was the leaked set list, which I did not think would actually be correct, but turns out it was correct. But still had some of those records in there, which I was glad that he did the unreleased one to start it off. Overall, though, thought it was a really great, really immaculate halftime show. I've been saying it now for weeks. Somebody keeps doing it every week. This week, the award for stirring up the honkies goes to Kendrick Lamar. Way to get the job done, baby. Way to get her done. Way to get that done. You definitely stirred them up big time with that halftime show. But I thought it was one of the two best halftime shows I've ever seen. Like I said, I kind of got it neck and neck with Prince, which oddly enough, one of the only hip-hop artists to ever work with Prince and perform with him on stage, Kendrick Lamar. So I thought that was very telling. I thought him bringing out SZA was amazing. Obviously, the Mustard cameo. But I thought him bringing out SZA to join him for All the Stars and Luther was great. If she was lip-syncing, we forgive her, okay? It's SZA. It's the Super Bowl. It's halftime. You got to make sure the acoustics are right to go through the whole stadium. But because I saw some people were saying that. But lip-syncing or not, I thought it was still a great performance from both of them. I didn't hear y'all go in about Playboy Cardi the way I did when he was lip-syncing hubba-da-bubba, hubba-da-ba. So don't want to hear it when it comes to SZA. But no, I thought that was a great halftime show. Thought he smoked it. I really can't say that enough. Set list 10, performance 10, attire with the change 10, the way it transitioned from record to record and scene to scene and all the little skits in between of Uncle Sam, my birthday twin. Got to give that one an 11 out of 10 overall, man. I highly praise that halftime show. I've rewatched it multiple times since, actually, which I don't normally do that. I also saw that it was the most streamed and most watched halftime show of all time. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar for that. And just becoming a Kendrick fan, back in those overly dedicated Section 80 era and going to the show and, seeing him at Jacobs Pavilion, the Nautica with, not the biggest crowd by any means. And then getting to see him take the Grammy stages and win Grammys and just knock every home run of a performance out of the park, one after another. And then getting to see him live on the Damn Tour and just to see him evolve as an artist as a fan first always. Getting to see him evolve to the point where I'm watching him perform at the Super Bowl and have that great smile and grin on his face. I say nothing but hats off to you. Salute to Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Absolutely phenomenal, one of a kind, once in a lifetime artist. And I do believe that he's shown that every step of the way, and I'll continue to ride with him every step of the way as well. Which then brings me to, I'm surprised that Kendrick Lamar and SZA didn't drop a collab album on Valentine's Day as well, just to try to overshadow The Boy and PND getting back at it. Saw that they dropped some Sexy Songs for You, is what they called it, which I've now listened to top to bottom probably about 5 or 6 times. But to dive right into new music reviews, though, I thought that Drake has now officially shown that he's ready to put it all behind him. He's kind of accepting the L. I mean, he even said on Give Me a Hug, fuck a rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit. So we know what that means when Drake starts talking like that. Negativity's in the past. Blinders are on, and he's moving forward. I thought he delivered great with the album. I saw that it's also getting some mixed reviews. But overall, I think there's so many high spots on the album. I mean, off the top of my head, not only do I highly recommend checking it out, capital H-I-G-H, of course, but off the top of my head, my favorite records are Lasers, Died Trying with Yebba. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man and Superman as well. And I thought Crying in Chanel solo record was great. I thought PND's solo record, Deeper, was great. Highly recommend checking that out, though. Love that album. Love seeing him get back with the melodies, not necessarily acting tough on every record. In fact, on Give Me a Hug, he talked at the end of the verse about he's walking in the strip club. He missed y'all. Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. Which, I love you, Drake, but you do seem like the type that would be like, yo, where's my hug at? So, doesn't seem too far-fetched or off-brand when it comes to The Boy. But glad to see a smile on his face, too. Ready to put everything behind him. It's selling well. It's still getting overall some good reviews in there. Of course, it's Drake, so some people are just going to hate it to hate it. It comes with the turf. But if you're an R&B fan, if you like Drake singing, if you knew what this was going in, I think keep your expectations there. Don't expect him to be rapping like he was on 8 a.m. in Charlotte or 8 p.m. in Charlotte. I forget what time of day that necessarily was, but neither here nor there. Definitely think that's a great album, though. Added some other things that came out this week as well. I saw that Dave East and Ransom dropped their collab project. I thought that was really solid. The Final Call, which I still actually have to give that a finish, though I have not finished that one yet. Reason dropped another new single, which, cough, cough, you might hear on the pre-show tonight for those that are tuning into Sleepless Radio. But that's also with Ransom. You got Reason, Ransom, and Coyote. Then for albums, well, actually, before we get to albums, Jack Harlow did drop a new single. And that boy keeps rapping like he's got 3 eviction notices on his front door. Because Jack Harlow has been going off. And, I kind of feel like he was trending down there for a little bit. And then now he's starting to trend upwards and kind of dive into that, like, Jackman style of rapping. Yeah, Reason did get kind of renegated on that new joint. Ransom kind of said, "Hey, beat it, kid, skeet, skedaddle." But kind of threw his ass in the skillet. But I love Reason, and I also thought his Little Drake's bar, I thought that was pretty dope as well. And then you got to talk about the great Avant-Garden's Emotional Oranges with Jesse Reyes, Becky G with a new record called Candy Gum. Definitely recommend checking that out. I thought that was a bop. But now to dive into albums and EPs, because we got a couple. Really liked, well, let's go ladies first, actually. I really liked, actually, the new EP from Coi Leray. People do forget I'm a part of the koi pond. I am a koi fish. Big fan of Coi Leray. I know she was addressing her recent split from Trippie Redd, which we do not love Trippie Redd anymore. He cheated on Coi Leray. So we do not love Trippie Redd. No, fuck Trippie Redd. That's what we say now. Yeah, I know he might be from Canton, all right? But that ain't Cleveland. So I'm not obligated. I'm not contractually obligated to have to ride for you. So see, that's how that goes. You don't do that to Coi. But I thought, though, she's definitely getting her lick back, as she said with this record. It's called What Happened to Forever. Thought the title track was great. She was getting her shit off. Highly recommend checking it out. It's called Keep It. I thought U2 was a banger as well. Then the way she closed it out with Lick Back, I thought that was a banger. I could see that hitting radio. Yeah, I definitely need to see more of that side of Coi as well. I mean, that's like her really getting into like her artistry bag and getting like a real sharp pen now. And I really think that if she keeps getting into this form, I think she might definitely be climbing the ladder and jumping some prongs at a rapid rate. But West Side Gun, though, also dropped a new album called 12, where Stove God was cooking. Stove God cooks do be cooking. Thought all of his features, as always, were insane. I thought this new guy that they got as well, let me peep the name on that. His name is Brother, because I know they got a Stay Knock on it, I believe, but they also got Brother Tom Sos, which I thought he was actually getting his shit off pretty well on that album too. Always love West Side Gun's output. I thought he smoked that. You never quite know what he's going to tell you. I remember eating an omelet with no shirt on Tuesday, sitting on the concrete. Like, but can't not bring up West Side and not do that, right? But overall, though, great album. Another one to put in West Side's catalog that I think is a great fit in there. Stove God Cooks, though, man, you got to drop that debut album soon because we're getting pumped. We're getting really pumped, and now you're getting our hopes up too much, and I don't want you to crush us and never drop. I'm not sponsored by Pepsi, but it is muy delicioso. Another album I wanted to talk about before diving into something that I wanted to say before we close out this brief episode, which I did once want to say. I put it in the description. But next week, there will be a guest, there will be a co-host, and it will be a full-length episode of Pull Up a Chair for episode 97. But before we get out of here, I got an album review and just one last thing I wanted to say before we get ready to go live for Sleepless Radio episode 231 tonight. But this album, I was looking really forward to coming out because all 3 singles I had on repeat in rotation for about the last month and a half. So I did also want to say R&B, man, we got us R&B fans, we got spoiled this weekend with the new Drake and Party, and we got the official drop of the new They album, Love Jones. I've been rocking with They since 2017. Been a fan of them for a long, long time. I can't wait to hopefully catch a show one of these days if they can get here on tour. Please come to the land, They, because I'm a huge fan. one of my favorite things going in R&B right now. Besides the singles, I mean, I love Choosing, I love Diamonds and Pearls, love Straight Up. But once again, stay tuned for the pre-show tonight because I might be playing one of these. In fact, by might, I mean I will be. Spoiler alert. I really love Gemini on it. I've been running that one back a lot. Can't Let Go is great. 5-star. I mean, really the whole album. I loved how it's just 10 records, real concise listen, 26 minutes. Thought they smoked it. No pun intended. But absolutely great, phenomenal album. Once again, 10 out of 10. I've been getting spoiled all year long. New Mac Miller, new Central C. She loved when I say bottle of water. You got Coil Ray, you got Jay Ski, you got Rory's new single. You got all this new music coming out. Drake, Party, They. Man, I'm here for it all. Keep it coming because the real winner is always us fans. But with that being said, I'm going to close this episode of Pull Up and Share out like this. Going to get interesting. I saw you guys enjoyed how I went in on LeBron James last week. Got very passionate about my take, so I'm going to get really passionate about this take because I've been stewing on it for a week, and it's been kind of an issue on my mind now for years. And the issue that I'm speaking on here is regarding the, not going to call him gentleman, but regarding the piece of trash that I once considered one of the greatest of all time artists for me. And that guy's name would be Kanye West, a.k.a. Ye. Normally, see, I wanted to be careful on how I approach this, but I'm going to do it this way. As you guys know, something that I always say, something that I do try to practice what I preach and live by 24/7 every second of the day. Every waking moment, I try to practice, keep the love high and the hate low. But there's an occasional time where somebody will hate so aggressively for just absolutely no real reason at all other than to put negativity and hatred into this world where I try to put nothing but love in it. And that aggravates me. In fact, I get real upset about that because I feel like there's a lot of us out here that try to put more love out there and try to focus on all the positivity and all the blessings and all the great and beautiful, wonderful things that go on and happen. That unfortunately you get somebody that does nothing else but want to interject their own hate and cry for attention. That's somebody like Kanye West. Ye, whatever you want to call him. Either way, he ain't getting my respect. If he wants me to call him Ye, too damn bad if I don't. Because clearly he's showing he don't got respect for his wife. He don't got respect for his kids. He don't got respect for his family. He don't got respect for his late mother, who would be rolling over in her grave, getting 600 yards of rollover time if she saw what her son was doing based on everything that I knew about his mother from what he's spoken on in interviews back when I used to actually give a flying shit about the life of Kanye West or if his heart beats or not. After this, I'm not going to speak on Ye. At least I hope not. So I'm going to try to keep it at least somewhat brief. Here we go. Kanye West, I really, really, really hope Ye or you or any of your people that actually still support you through all this, I hope you guys see this. Ye, you're a piece of shit, man. Think you're an absolute piece of garbage. You've absolutely ruined your legacy. You've self-sabotaged your entire career. At one point, yeah, okay, you drinking some Hennessy and taking the stage and trying to steal the spotlight from Taylor Swift. Okay, haha, we laugh it off. All right, you doing all these antics. You doing all this bullshit for years. And then you cry out Jesus is king, but then now you want to shout out Hitler. Okay, sure, why not? It just really all came to just a clear as day message that you just this whole time, all you do is cry for attention and you do not mind whatever you have to do to try to obtain that attention. And if you ask me, not only have you ruined your whole career, I mean, I'm never going to be a fan of yours again. Delete all that shit off my phone. Sure. Jesus walks or all that, run away. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear a fucking note of it. I don't want to get in nobody's car and hear a note of it. I don't want to go nowhere and hear a fucking note of it. Talk about this man. See that shit anymore after this. Don't want to hear no college dropout, twisted fantasy. Right here. I'll show you what I think of twisted fantasy. That's what I think of twisted fantasy. Right here. That's what I think of my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. Keep that album in the fucking trash, and I can't wait to in fact, I might take that upstairs to my bathroom and piss on it. Had that poster right there for years because of my respect that I had for you as an artist and as a human being that tried giving you every last chance in the book and you shit on. I used you 2 times in Sleepless Radio. I'm going to say it right now. Sleepless Radio winners bracket. He was 2-0 for the first time ever. I can't even believe I'm saying it. Kanye West, you've been disqualified. I do not promote hate at any point on any of my content, any of my shows when the camera's on, off, microphone rolling or not. I never, ever want to have hate promoted on anything that I do or anything associated with me. So that's what I think of it. No more. Kanye West, you've ruined it, and I can't imagine how many other people that feel about you just like me. And hey, if you guys can't, you guys can put the character and put the music aside. More power to you. I got nothing but respect and love for y'all because that's who I am. I love y'all. That is your decision to make. I'm not trying to change that by any means at all. I'm simply saying how I feel. That after all these years of trying to support you, I give you a chance after chance, and you just shit on it. You're over here posting, I'm not even going to say it, it's so hateful. Over here posting German symbols that promote old propaganda hate from almost 100 years ago at this point. Trying to stir that up and trying to do each and everything that you can to get that attention. Kanye West, I hope you never get to see your kids again. I hope you go ship this son of a bitch off to Azkaban and put him in solitary confinement with no lights and no chair either. Don't give that man a bed. Don't give that motherfucker a blanket. So unfortunately, that's how we have to bring this episode to a close, is flipping the double birds to Kanye West. And that's what I think about My Beautiful Dark, twisted bullshit and all that other shit. In fact, I hope you don't go to hell. I hope you go to purgatory where you're forced to sit and listen to on max volume all the music that you've released since 2016 because it's dog shit, just like your dark ass soul. That's exactly how I feel about it. With that being said, we keep the love high. We bring hate back to low, love back to high. And I'll be seeing you guys in approximately about, dust off the old hand watch. What's it say? See you guys in about 40 minutes approximately. Going live for Sleepless for episode 231. Bruno Mars versus Justin Bieber. I got Bruno Mars. Wifey's return to the hot seat for the first episode since 145. Coming in up 6-1. She'll be representing Justin Bieber and the Bieber Fever and all them believers. And I'm looking so forward to it. Thank you guys for being tuned in to Pull Up and Share episode 96, whether you're watching live or afterwards. Excuse moi. And good brother Doomer, I will see you soon at the judges panel for Sleepless Radio. And if you guys haven't already, new merch available now. New merch, I should say, coming soon, but merch available now. All of my sleepless nights, my sleepless familia. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see you guys shortly all aboard the Sleepless Ark. Keep the love high and the hate low. You know where it goes, though. And guys, as always, thank you. Hit the like, the bell, the comments. Tell me if you agree, disagree, love me or hate me. At the end of the day, we're all in this journey and all in this simulation together. With that being said, wake up with a smile and keep the love high and the hate low. See you guys soon. Peace.